What's up, everybody? This is Power Glove Pixels back again with another video. So on today's video, I'm going to show you guys the Mega SG. As you can see, it's kind of dusty where usually it's at, and this is pretty much the ultimate Sega Genesis. Um, to be honest with you guys, I wasn't really a Sega Genesis growing up. I was just blind by Nintendo. But if you look back at the Sega Genesis, there are so many games out there, from Streets of Rage, the X-Men, there's Punisher, the list goes on and on. And I think because at the time this system was more mature, in my opinion, than the Super Nintendo, and for some reason, like, I was just blind. So I kind of made another video before about the Super NT, and they're pretty identical. These are both FPGA, which pretty much is mimicking in terms of hardware. It's not emulation. You can put original cartridges. As you can see, it has a HDMI, it has the power. And one cool thing I like it is that it even has a jack, so you can put headphones. And then again, I didn't want to go with wireless. I wanted to go with wired, the 6-button, which is the way really to go if you want to experience, very little lag or no lag at all. One thing that's cool about this device is that it's compatible with the Sega CD. It's going to be compatible with the SD Sega card or something. What else? Unfortunately, no 32X at the moment. And what I've heard is because the way it was designed with the video in mind back in that time, it's not compatible. But I wouldn't lose my hope. Apparently, they're working on a solution, but we might see it in the future. But who knows? You know what I mean? Right here, this is the American version, the USA Sega Mega SG, which is the power and the reset. Yeah, what can I say about this device? Also, it's great. It does 1080p, does high definition, and I mean the games just look amazing and sound amazing. To be honest with you, I cannot stress how great these retro systems look. To be honest, and again, do I recommend it? Unless you're really a hardcore Sega Genesis, these retail for 180 bucks plus shipping. You're looking about 200. For me, it's worth it. Like I said, because I play hardcore on the Sega Genesis and the Super NT. So for me, it was definitely for me, it's just worth it. It's worth every penny. Let's see, what else can I say about this device? Honestly, I don't know. There's just too many good things to say. I mean, there's a lot of other YouTubers out there discussing about this device, but for me, it's great. By the way, it also updates and it's jailbreaks, so all the games. Now, the question I've been asking: do you really need a EverDrive on this if you jailbreak it? I would say 99% of this one actually does work compared to the Super NT. And one of the reasons because the Sega Genesis didn't really use any chips in particular, so 99% of the games are gonna work. So you don't need a EverDrive. The only game that's not compatible with this is at the moment 32X games and I believe virtual racing. That's it. Everything else works on this 99%. So that 1% of game, which is that virtual racing, if you really care about that, then you would just buy the cartridge and that's it. You're ready to go. But this one, I would say pretty much you don't even need the EverDrive. Is there any save states? That's one thing. Unless you do care about save states, then yeah. But for me personally, I really don't care about that. So for me, this is the route that I wanted to go. So I'm happy with this one. I'm a little disappointed that the Super Nintendo is not compatible fully, but I understand the chips, not everything is going to work. So what else can I say? I think that's pretty much it. This is just an overview of this system, of what my thoughts on the system. Definitely, it gets a 10 as well, because it's a great device. So this is Power Glove Pixels. Till next time.